talking about storms, so yeah. Today on the Fantasy World, we'll be talking about Aurora Monroe. So, Aurora Monroe, also known as Storm, is the descendant of an ancient line of African priestesses, all of whom have white hair, blue eyes, and the potential to wield magic. Born Aurora Monroe, her mother, Endari, was the princess of a tribe in Kenya, who married to American photojournalist David Monroe and moved with him to Manhattan, where Aurora was born. When Aurora was 6 months old, she and her parents moved to Cairo, Egypt, and at the age of 5, a plane crash destroyed her home. Aurora's parents were killed, but she survived. Buried under rubble near her mother's body, its traumatizing effect left Aurora with the severe claustrophobia that still affects her today. Aurora managed to escape the rubble of her shattered home with nothing but the tattered clothes on her back and her mother's ancestral ruby. Homeless and orphaned, Aurora found herself by a gang of street urchins who took her to their master, Ahmed El Gibar. Ahmed trained Aurora in the arts of thievery, and soon she became his prized pupil, excelling in picking both pockets and locks. During her time in Cairo, Aurora picked the pocket of an American tourist. The man proved no easy mark. However, he was Charles Xavier, Professor X, a powerful mutant telepath who used his abilities to stop the theft. At that moment, Xavier was psionically attacked by another mutant, Amal Farouk, absolute ruler of Cairo thieves, and Aurora used the opportunity to escape. Xavier, who acknowledged she was a mutant from her brainwaves, declined to contact Aurora at this point, not wanting to shock the young woman with the true nature of her powers. Itching to prove her skills as a thief, Aurora was once stole a rare ruby-colored gem, the so-called Art of Eternal Darkness. She did so against Ahmed El Gibar's direct orders. Only later it would be discovered that the stone contained the essence of the immortal mutant Kandra. Years later, when she was about 12, Aurora felt a strong urge to wander south and left Cairo. During her travels, Aurora naively accepted a ride from a complete stranger and was almost raped by him. Forced to defend herself, Aurora killed the man, and from that moment she swore she would never take another human life. Aurora wandered for thousands of miles, almost dying through her trek across the Sahara Desert. Aurora's mutant ability to psionically control weather emerged soon after. She was able to use them to rescue T'Challa, who is the Black Panther, of course, a prince of an African nation, Wakanda, and from his would-be kidnappers. The pair shared a romance and spent much time together. However, T'Challa's duty as prince prevented him from further exploring their burgeoning mutual attraction. Kenya. Finally, Aurora reached across her ancestors' homeland of the Kilimanjaro Valley of the Serengeti Plain in Kenya. Aurora was taken in by an elderly tribal woman named Enid, who taught her to be reasonable with her powers. Aurora soon came to be the object of worship of the local tribes, who believed her to be a goddess due to her gift. X-Men. Later on, Aurora found herself in the savage land and forced to battle the threat of a mutant energy manipulator who used Aurora's control. With the help of the mutant team, the heroes known as the X-Men, the deluge seemingly destroyed and Aurora returned to her life among her tribal people. However, months later, Professor Xavier was left with no choice but to recruit Storm, as he called her, and the mutants from around the world into the X-Men in order to rescue his original students from the threat of sentient island being known as Krakow. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Bless, over, out. Blessing. So yeah, Storm is definitely my favorite superhero. Remember to drop some comments down below, you know what I mean? If you like her as her favorite superhero. My favorite superhero because she's so powerful, you know what I mean? And then basically like she could be like one of those 4th level human mutants, you know what I mean? Like Jean Grey, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's my favorite one, you know what I mean? She's so powerful, she's like a goddess. So yeah, over out, you know what I mean? One love, bless.